What you doing?
But I'm trimming hooves, much needed trimming. This is why we're taking the cow somewhere to get this done, because there's no way. Like, it's something that you can become certified in, because that's how hard it is to do. So they were getting really bad. But I'm glad we have this stand. No, we're not milking them on it.
So, what do you think about transporting Juno this far along?
I saw on their website that they also did ultrasounds. And when I told them our situation, the lady on the phone said that having the vet do palpation, I don't know if that's an external exam or an internal exam, but she said that would be a better option
Than ultrasound.
than an ultrasound.
In terms of
And
finding
I'm sure
out.
it's cheaper.
Okay, but if they want to sex the calf, that would be ultrasound.
That would be an ultrasound.
Yeah.
So
A lot less expensive and better in terms of knowing how far along
yes.
she is.
And then they can put her in this contraption that will lean her over on her side. That will safely restrain her so they can do her hooves.
Okay, so we need to do her hooves, and we can't do that. So if we're going to take Juno to this vet, they can also do an ultrasound or palpations and to determine how far along she might be in her pregnancy.
Yeah,
and if we do ultrasound, they can sex the calf?
They can, but I didn't ask. I mean, I could call back. I have to call back to schedule. They could see her this week or next week, but I don't know if we want to do that with Gavin. Maybe he would have fun doing that.
Ow. It's hard not to think how tasty a tongue is when she licks me. Like, makes great tacos.
Yes, it does. It hurts.
Well, I'm just like,
Yeah,
they make great tacos.
lick me.
Sorry, Juno.
I like your tongue.
She's big.
Ugh. I mean, I don't think that if she was with the bull up until April, that means a January baby, but I think she's farther along than that.
Yeah.
Although, we thought she was, about ready to calve.
And I remember, like, what, 3 or 4 weeks ago, like, I think it's coming.
No, that was like a solid month and a half
We
ago.
saw
That was like 8 weeks ago.
she starting to bag up. She had discharge coming out. She was in the barn a lot more. All the signs were there, and we were fooled. Nothing. Shows you how much we know.
No, we know nothing.
We know nothing.
Stop. Yeah, you remember the video where I was all like, look how far along
And the
she is
pins
with
and
these bones and the this. Yeah. A learning curve here.
What's the plan?
What's up, guys?
What's the plan?
We're gonna put the garden fence up, which is very exciting for me. Less exciting for you. We have this lovely garden fence that we're gonna put up from corner to corner, and we're gonna have to cut each section because it's not gonna wrap nicely enough and we don't have corner supports. So we'll see how it goes.
There is the 80-20 rule, right? So you spend about 20% of the effort to get 80% of the work done. The last 20% of the work takes like 80% of the effort. We're going for the 80% of just getting the fence up and in place and stable, and we'll come back and tie off each post, which probably takes just as much time. So maybe it's a 50-50 thing, right?
Cool, let's do it.
And tightening and fixing it. You're on board?
Okay. Let's go.
How's gardening going, sweetheart? Will you show me your progress?
Sure. I'm about to plant some ground cherries. I bought these from Lex and Megan. These are the ones I started from seed like forever ago. Yeah, you can see I've got some learning to do. But I'm gonna get these in the ground over here because I have space. But look, some of my tomatoes are growing. That's mine. I grew that. The sweet potatoes are doing good. I'm pulling up all of this kale over here. It's gotten really big and shaded the mango wurzel seeds I planted second. So like now they can finally get some sun. And grow better, I hope. And yeah. So the less weeds there are when we put it down, that would be great. Can you pull all the weeds that look like that?
Hey, pal.
Right now I am putting some compost around all of my plants because the soil is not so great. We got it off a job site, and when we put it down, we didn't mix anything else in with it. So right now, that's what I'm doing. I'm kind of spot treating the plants that I can, and we'll see if it does anything. I'm not terribly convinced these will produce anything. They all have holes in them. I don't know what it is, a flea of some kind, but these are all eggplants. The hard part with the garden is I don't know what I'm doing. I just watched a YouTube video, and pruned back some of my tomatoes. The idea with that is that they put more of their energy into producing fruit on the parts. Anything low to the ground can cause, like if it gets blight from the dirt, from the splashback, that it can pretty much destroy the whole plant. So if you keep it up off the ground and picked all the suckers off, that's the only one with tomatoes on it right now, because it's the only one I didn't start. You see them? Aren't they beautiful? The hard part's just time and learning curve, and when I come out here, all I want to do is weed. And there's quite a bit of weeding to be done all the time. I probably am a little too anal about it.
Yeah.
But
You got to go with the 80-20 method, you know.
This is doing good. I don't know what it is, but I just trellised it because when I got it, I didn't realize it needed to be trellised, so I didn't put it along one of my 800 trellises. It's a bean.
Okay.
It came from Megan and Lex. It's happy. I think. It's growing. Over here, we have a lot of plantain and oxalis and grass. Those are what we like to call common garden weeds. Just kidding. We have nothing planted in these two beds. We've got 2 honeydew melons that haven't died. I've got 4 ground cherries right here that I've eaten several off of. They're very tasty. This is a cherry tomato plant, black cherry. This is a surprise tomato because I planted a whole bunch of herbs, but tomatoes came up. So we'll see if it grows. These are all sweet potatoes. The Carolina rubies are very happy. I got 6. I think I got 12 of these and 6 of these other ones. Beauregard, they did not do very well, but they're coming back. Let's see. I've got one here and here. 3 survived. These 3. This one I replanted from over there. My goal this year was to plant, instead of a lot of everything or a few of everything, was to grow more just peppers and tomatoes and get better, not good, but better at growing them and then also preserving them. I probably had about 50 tomato starts, and I would say 90% of them died. So that was frustrating. I wanted to start a lot of pepper. I did start a lot of peppers and tomatoes, and every single one of my pepper plants died. Last year, they were all very successful. So I don't know what happened. I think I had the wrong lights, and I have since replaced them. But I haven't started any more seeds with the lights that I have now. So we'll just wait and see. I got a few peppers, 2 shishitos, a jalapeno, which has a jalapeno on it for you, Jacob, and an orange bell pepper. And I really like the shishitos. They're super prolific and really tasty. And those also came from Lex and Megan. These are 2 I started. I think these are the only 2 full-size Williams striped tomato. That is a Cherokee purple. an I don't know bean plant. Another struggling eggplant here, and marjoram. And then we've got these shelling peas. I don't know what we're going to do with them. And then along this row, we have several tomatoes. I think they're the paste tomato. I'm blanking on the variety. But they're actually doing pretty good. They're growing. That says a lot. So, success. And then something that's done really well is this rainbow chard, which we've eaten off of several times. And that I'm very happy with. And then we've got one cool plant over here, which I was excited to get, which is lemongrass. I'll have to read up. I'm not sure how big they're supposed to get until you pick them and dry them. But if anything, it's pretty and it's green.
And so is
the grass.
Yeah.
So is the grass and the weeds, but
not pretty.
It's not as pretty. Then I've got a whole bunch of stuff in pots because I don't want it to spread, like peppermint. There's that's a weed, I think. Chocolate peppermint, chamomile, oregano, and then this is a pineapple sage that I take in the wintertime because otherwise it'll die. Basil plant. So that's the extent of our garden this year, and get some things in for the fall like carrots and onions, and we'll see how that goes. Thanks for watching.
Hey love, I just got an alert on the phone, like 80-mile-an-hour winds are coming in. Yeah, for real. So I think we ought to buckle down hatches and check things. It says 80-mile-an-hour gust up to 80-mile-an-hour, 80 mile per hour. Sorry, but for real, like I think we got to deal with this. Okay. There's the turkeys are completely vulnerable with the tarp over that beautiful makeshift turkey tracker, you want to call it? All right, yeah, cool, all right.
Here's a little story I've been meaning to tell about the time we both fell down the wishing well just to find ourselves in the bottom of the home. Rise high like a mountain up from the sea. Oh, here's the end. We ride off into the sun and say goodbye to everything and everyone and wait for our time to come.
So what do you think about putting the pigs in the pasture this weekend?
I think it's a good idea.
I mean, they are supposed to be pastured pigs, right? That's our goal.
Supposed to be.
Yeah, that's our goal.
No, I mean our goal is to put them in the woods.
Yeah,
But the pigs we
sure.
have are supposed to be in pasture.
Yeah, so I'm thinking. I mean, you worried about the pond?
I don't know. I think we should just let them be, and if we need to worry about the pond, we can put up like a double strand of poly, and if that doesn't work, but I think that would be fine. We can do the netting that we have.
No, yeah, I'm thinking like we put them out this afternoon, and at dinner time we bring them back and see what they do for a half day. They're up early, and
we're not.
It's not hot. Yeah, you're not. It's not hot, so I don't think they're going to get down into the pond and make a mess. I think if it were really hot days, I think they would wallow down in the pond, in the banks, and make a mess of it.
The problem that they make a mess of it? Otherwise...
I don't know.
Why do we have a pond? Maybe
Great
we should let
question.
them use the pond.